Shalom traders, this is Melek Shalama of Melek Shalama Capital LLC, and today I didn't take any trades, and the reason for that is I had to work overnight, so I didn't have much rest. Got home at around 8 o'clock, 8 a.m. Eastern time, so to do all my market prep and stuff like that with no sleep is no good, right? So the thing about it is you have to trade where your cognitive ability is at its highest, right? So you have to have that rest. You have to make sure you get that sleep in, that REM sleep, to really repair your mind after trading, like, because it does use up cognitive energy and to actually maintain that focus to be a trader. So you need that sleep to really replenish your focus for the next day, you know what I'm saying? So with that said, no trades today. So we're maintaining because usually what I would do is still stay up and trade, right? But that's not really a professional way to do things, right? So we're embarking on professionalism. So no trades today. And I just want to mention one thing though. I was having a conversation with one of my trading partners, Jeremy of the Chop Zone. You could find him on YouTube, the Chop Zone. And we had this discussion about the options market, right? So I'm not too big on options. I'm just kind of trying to get into options, not really trading options, but fully understanding options. So we were having this discussion and he was showing me about, these gamma levels and negative gamma and stuff like that. And we were talking about SpaceX, right? And why we thought it was a bad idea to actually buy SpaceX right now, right? And just as a disclaimer, this is not financial advice, you know what I'm saying? Don't take my word for it. You gotta come up with your own thesis, right? So we were talking about SpaceX and the options levels, right? And basically the options dealers don't have any information yet to actually create the options in favor of you, right? Because there's the lack of information on the stock itself, like what's the actual price of this, or what's the value right now, right? So it's actually searching for value. The options dealers are gonna create these options heavily in their favor, right? So even buying options at this point is a little risky, right? Because they're definitely gonna sway it in their favor. So we were looking at these gamma levels, and I'm a pivot trader, right? Camarilleas and floor pivots. And it was interesting to see that on SpaceX there was negative gamma around I think it's 174 level, which kind of lined up with Camarilla S4. So I'm gonna try and kind of make some studies of, I believe that these options traders or options dealers are actually creating the market around these pivot levels. Now this is just a thesis, right? Because today, like Jeremy was actually telling me yesterday, like with the negative gamma between, I think it was 184 and 174 or something like that, right? There was a bunch of negative gamma, and he was saying that if price gets into that level, the dealers could actually chase that on a downtrend, right? And create a downtrend in the market, right? So I was looking at what the pivot levels would actually do at Camarilla S3 and S4, because I believe Camarilla S3 was somewhere around the 185 level and Camarilla S4 was around, I think, 170. And if I'm not mistaken, SpaceX actually got to those levels today. So on a kind of, I think it gapped down and stuff like that. So that's something interesting I gotta look out for, right? Getting into this options gamma and all that negative gamma and stuff like that. I could actually implement that in my career pivot strategies. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all. I'm about to jump on the train, head to work. So y'all trade safe and stay blessed. Shalom.